Let's go over the Shapes tool. The shapes inside of the editor contain lines, basic shapes, as well as social media icons. Let's start with a line. So I'm going to bring a line in. These are starting weights for the lines. The lines can actually be edited once they're brought in. This one's starting at this weight. Let's go ahead and bump it up a little bit. I can also grab the line and change the width of it as well. From here, you can go to the dashed line. You can adjust the corners to go rounded. This works nicely on a dashed line. Or just go back to a straight line. You can change the color of the line. I'm going to go with white on this and keep it real simple. And I can arrange the line. I also have the ability to align to canvas if I want to get that just perfectly centered, and adjust the transparency. Now let's go ahead and add a shape. Within the Shapes tool, a couple different standard banner styles. I'm going to go ahead and grab this little thing, little banner shape. We're going to stick it in here. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that fill. I'm going to use one of my brand colors. Let's use the lighter one. And on this object, I can add a stroke. I'm going to go ahead and add a white stroke to the outside of this. And let's bump that stroke up a little bit more so it matches our other line that it's right up on top of. I'm going to use the tools on the site to help me get this centered. I can either use that line, you can see the line that's starting to form in the middle, to help me align it to the middle, or I can always use my Align to Canvas option. Now from here, I want to get this new on the banner, so I'm going to go ahead and start by bringing this all the way to the front. I'm going to carry it over, and I can't quite see it. This particular text item is actually an image, but I can still change the color of it by going to Fill, and let's select a darker brand color to help that pop. Now we're going to use the shape in another way, as a photo frame. So I'm going to go to Shapes, and select a circle for this purpose. So I want to add another picture inside of here. So within the shape options, I have Fill, but if you look up here, I also have Photograph. I'm going to go ahead and pick an unsplash image for this. Now let's go ahead and add a calendar to that spot. I've looked up calendar before, so it's popping up in my search. Let's go ahead and pick this one. I like the fact that the colors look like the layout that I have. Let's increase the image size on this a bit. Let's move it over so it focuses more on the calendar and less on the highlighter. Now this image looks pretty dark compared to my other images, so there's still some filters in here. I can go ahead and go in, and let's up the exposure and the brightness a little bit too. And now it's starting to look like it's working with the rest of my design. After I'm done with my editing, I can get the image into position and get my other elements working around it. And that's how you use shapes.